Graham. I am Merle on the move. Let's go ahead and get started with the last, not the last, the next portion of the show. And what I wanted to go over is what's going on in entertainment, baby. So entertainment. I've been watching some new shows. I've been watching a show called Yellowstone. How many people that listen to my show have been to Montana? I know we're here in Iowa, and I'm fascinated by the scenery and the area that I'm in. Now, I'm from the St. Louis area. I'm from a town called Alton. It's actually in Illinois. It's on the Mississippi. It's on the northern side of the Mississippi River, the northeastern side. It's two parts of Alton. Okay, so you have Alton, which is on said is on the Illinois side, and then you have West Alton, which is on the Missouri side. Okay, now Alton is a river town. As soon as you cross a bridge, Lewis and Clark Bridge, the great explorers of the Midwest, Lewis and Clark. The bridge is called Lewis and Clark because the bridge that comes from Alton takes you to Missouri. As soon as you cross the bridge in Missouri. Okay. East St. Louis, if you don't know geography, East St. Louis is Illinois. Okay. Because as soon as you cross the bridge, you're in Illinois. So that's east side of St. Louis. So that's why a lot of people from my area, and we get a lot of flack from that, say that we're not from St. Louis. No, I'm not from St. Louis. I'm from the St. Louis area. And I have to explain that because whenever I tell somebody in this Iowa area that I'm from Illinois, they assume that I'm from Chicago. I'm from some area by Chicago. And I'm not. No disrespect to Chicago or people from Chicago. And most of the people that you meet around here, black people, I'm specifically talking about, that you meet from around here, they're not from Chicago. They're from areas outside of Chicago. Not all. I know some cats around here that is actually from the city. Okay. Real talk. But a lot of these people are not from Chicago. They just say they from Chicago because you can identify with that area. Hence why people from my area say that we're from the St. Louis area. I'd say St. Louis. Where you from? I'm from St. Louis. Because I identify with St. Louis. I kicked it. I hung out. I shopped. I spent money. I even lived in St. Louis. I wasn't raised in St. Louis. I didn't go to schools in St. Louis. But I actually had an address. I actually lived in St. Louis. I have family members in St. Louis. I was in St. Louis all the time. So I'm from that area. Since I say that to say this. I was trying to thought for a minute. So I said it to say this. Yellowstone. Being from the city, I haven't really seen nature. I haven't seen the rolling hills and the scenery that's up in this area. It's so beautiful. Like I went to South Dakota. I'm from, like I said, I'm from the St. Louis area. I've never been up in this area. I've been south in Atlanta, Memphis, stuff like that. It's so beautiful. The landscape here in the northern part of the country, in South Dakota, and in the Dakotas and in the Montanas, it's so beautiful. Like when I go to Sioux City, up in the Sioux City area, and I take these back roads, and I get to see the rolling hills and the grass and the fields and stuff. It's beautiful. The architecture that the creator of the planet, the way it's designed, is beautiful. It's not man-made. And when you look at it, it's beautiful to the eyes. It's beautiful to the sight. So Montana, the show I watched called Yellowstone, it's got Kevin Costner in it. If you don't know who Kevin Costner is, he played in the movie The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston. And I will always love you. I should never do that again. I'm sorry. I apologize. I just felt it, right? I should have stopped in the beginning. I can't sing. I apologize. Anyway, that movie, The Bodyguard, great movie. Got arrested dead, Whitney Houston, but great movie. Kevin Costner, he's in the show called Yellowstone. It's great. It's not a Western, but they're cowboys, and it's about a lot of stuff. It's like 4 seasons of it. I think it's still going on. It's on Paramount Plus. Stream it if you can. It's interesting. It's very good. I like the storyline. It's about family. It's about greed. It's about power. It's about land. It's about racial divide. It's about government policing. It's about everything. It's about life. Check it out. Also, I watch Guess What's Back? Guess What's Back? Atlanta. Donald Glover's show Atlanta is back. I think they put out 3 episodes or something like. I was behind 3 episodes. I don't know, but I watched 3 episodes of it. The very first episode of the season 3 of Atlanta, weird, very weird. I don't know where it was going, but it was weird. He wasn't in it to the end, but I guess it was a dream. I don't know if it's a story of him, if it's a story of Paperboy. That's his name? Paperboy? Something like that. I don't know, but it was interesting. It was so good, but it was weird. Season 3, episode 1, Atlanta. If you like TV shows, check it out. I'm telling you, it will suck you in. And please understand the culture of Black people. So many people try to identify with our culture, try to identify with our music, and understand our plight. I'm finna get into this Will Smith, Chris Rock thing, okay? But and you wanna put your own subjective. You don't understand the plight of Black people until you really understand Black people. What I mean by that, sit down and talk to some Black people and see how they feel. Don't project. Don't give how you feel about Black people. Listen to how Black people feel about certain situations, and you probably see things different. That's how this show of Atlanta is. Shout out to Donald Glover for putting stuff in your face. And if you like that movie Get Out, the Get Out movie, a lot of people watch that movie. Did you understand it? Did you really understand the concept that he was trying to put in your face? Softly. We tired of putting, this country is not what you think it is. That's why I like this show, Yellowstone, because Kevin Costner told the dude in the show, he said, this is America. We don't share land with people. That's what this is a corporation. This is the United States of America. This is not North America, because North America includes Canada and Mexico. This is the United States of America. That's a corporation. Every country has an interest in our country. China, Russia, all these other major countries, Europe, Britain, they all have a vested interest in our country financially, not just in spirit. Let me get to that too. So anyway, Atlanta, great show. Power still going on. A Force with Tommy, great show. Oh yeah, check this out. So Marvel's got a new show coming out that came out. Moon something. I haven't watched it yet. I'll watch it and give y'all the gist on it. So, but yeah, let's check this out. Let's go ahead and talk about this Chris Rock, Will Smith thing. Should I get into it? I'm gonna give you everybody else talking about it. I might as well give y'all my take on it, right? I might as well. So I did watch, like I said, I did not watch. The Grammys come on tomorrow too. Sunday night, the Grammys. We'll see what happens with that. And but anyway, so I didn't watch the Oscars. I heard about it the next day on Monday, like everybody else. So I had to Google it and find out what was going on. So if you don't know, let me get a rundown. If you listen to the show, my listeners, y'all didn't see what happened. So Chris Rock made a joke about Jada's hair. Jada has a condition called alopecia, where she has hair loss. So she kept fighting it, trying to come with different styles to hair loss. She decided just to cut her hair off because, it was depressing. And I understand how that could be, because if you're a person that's balding, if you have hair problems, I'm sure if that's a personal issue that you have problems, or you do a comb over or whatever it is, right? And when people bring attention to that, it may hurt your feelings, may hurt your pride. You want somebody to stand up for you. So anyway, Chris Rock made a joke, and this is not the first time he made a joke about Jada. Chris Rock was not the host. I'm gonna give some context. Chris Rock was not the host of that Oscars last night. He was only coming out to present an award. That means he was only going to be on stage for a few minutes. So if you want to tell a joke, why take the soft target? Now back to what happened. He decides to make a joke. Will kind of giggled, and it was like a ha ha ha, but it was like Jada, his wife, did not see it was funny. Had enough. I'm sure they probably had it. She probably prepped him. I'm sure they probably had a conversation before they go ahead. Oh, Chris, he better not make a joke. Is Chris say make a joke about me? You know what I'm saying? I'm not having it. She probably didn't tell Will to do that, but she probably like, I'm not having it. You know how your wife is. You know your woman. If you're in a relationship with a man, a woman, whatever it is, you know how your partner is. You know your partner's emotions. You know your partner's feelings. You know the conversation you have with your partner. We cannot know how Will and Jada felt in that situation. Chris says, I love you, Jada. Decides to tell us a joke. Trying to soften up the blow. He's a comedian. He's professional. I'm going to say something that he knew. That's why he said, Jada, I love you. He knew what he was finna say might go wrong. He knew it. That's why he said what he said. He knew it might go left. He might take. He started because you know a husband. It ain't just Jada there. He know Will is there, but he ain't seeing Will. It's being like me and Will. He feel me and Will cool. I'm gonna say this joke. He said, she look at Chris sideways. Will catch it. Will take it upon himself as being a man and our feeling. Takes on stage, slaps it. I don't condone that. I don't condone what Will did, putting his hands on the man. But I understand. I totally understand. I understand. Is it repercussions? It's repercussions behind everything you do in life. But do I understand Will? Yes. Now, he should have checked him. He should have checked him on stage. If Will would have went up on that stage and checked him, got a microphone or whatever it is, just got in his face and just checked him. Bro, stop talking about my wife. We hearing, what is you doing, man? This is my moment. What is you doing? Whatever. Checked him. Straight up check that man hardcore without putting his hands on, put the fear in him. That'd have been different. Instead of taking him to the back, like people say, he could have checked him, he took him to the back. No, what he said was public. What he said was public. He should have checked him publicly. He shouldn't have slapped him. But he could have. And I probably would have. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm prideful. I have a problem with my pride. I try to work on it. I promise you. As a human, I try to put my pride to the side. But some things just irk me to the core. And violence is something that can happen. Never do I ever put that as my first response. Never have I ever been the person that first results in first thought is violence. I always try to warn, set the tone, change course before it leads to that. But I am not one of those people that is above violence. I'm one of those people. I refrain from violence. I make a conscious decision not to use violence towards anybody. But that does not mean push to the point. I will not result in that because I am human and I'm working on myself. Right? So do I understand Will Smith? Yes. Do I condone it? No. Because even if I was to react like that, I know it's a consequence behind that. I know I could get in trouble, go to jail, get sued, a lot of things. That's why I try to constantly make the choice not to. But if pushed, that may be the cost I have to pay. That may be the cost that Will has to pay. Now, the Academy's saying they may revoke him. I don't know what that means. He's still an actor. He's still going to act. I don't know what that means. Chris said he ain't pressing charges. He's going to use this as material. He's a comedian. Now, what I have to say about Chris Rock, do I feel sorry for Chris Rock? No, I do not feel sorry for Chris Rock, not one little bit. Because he knew that was a choice. He knew that could happen. He probably didn't know Will would come up on stage and do it in public, but he knew that, hey, I may run into Will Smith behind, and he may, behind closed doors, he may check me. He may put his hands on me. He knew that. He just thought he was safe on that stage. And Will proved that I'm bigger than you. I'm a bigger actor than you. I done made more money in this business than you. I'm a bigger influence than you, Chris Rock. I'm finna show you who you playing with. That's what I seen. I seen Will was like trying to show the world who you playing with. I'm tired of y'all playing with me. I'm tired of y'all playing with me. And I'm going to take it out on Chris Rock. Now, Charlamagne I hate what he's talking about because he's soft. Only people, in my opinion, only that disagree. Like I said, he's not right, but I understand. The only people that don't understand where Will was coming from are soft people, or people that don't have that in them because they're scary. It is a such thing as people being scary. You're too peaceful because you're scary. You've never had an altercation. You've never had a physical fight. I do not, once again, condone physical violence or fighting, but that's a fact of life. Growing up in life, you've had to fight. I've had to fight. I've had physical fights. I had to fight growing up. I ain't scared to get punched in the face. I ain't scared to punch somebody in the face either, because I know I might get punched back, and I'm prepared for it. Only people that don't understand, in my opinion, where Will Smith went there is people that are scary. You rather talk it out than fight it out. Sometimes you gotta box. Sometimes you got to put the gloves down and you got to box. You might win, you might lose, but that's life. In life, you might win. In life, you might lose, but you get up and you fight again. You don't be scared. Don't let that anxiety inside you scare you or put you in a ball or put you in a situation you can't get out of. Don't be trapped by anxiety, because that's all of them butterflies. What do I do? Make the right decision, but understand whatever decision it is, be ready to pay those consequences, good or bad. You may get praised. A lot of people praise Will Smith for what he did. A lot of people ridicule him. In my opinion, most of those are the soft people. And it's okay to be soft, but don't ridicule the people that ain't soft. It's a balance in life. We all searching for that balance. I don't want to be too gruff. I don't want to be too overbearing, but I ain't trying to be soft either. I like my manhood. I enjoy being a man. I enjoy having some pride. I'm trying to be too prideful. I enjoy who I am. I enjoy my masculinity. I don't expect everybody to feel the way I feel or be masculine, but don't mean I can't be. If I'm not judging who you is and how you carry yourself, don't judge me. Let me be masculine. Let me be dominant. If I'm not trying to take it out on you, it's okay to be a man, right? I can be a man. I'm not saying what Will Smith did was manly. I'm not saying that being a man and violence are connected. That's not what I'm saying. But we are hunter-gatherers. We're providers. We hunt. Killing is an instinct. All humans have it in us. We choose not to use that instinct. We choose not to harm other people. We choose not to kill everything. I was told sharks have a sixth sense. It's kill. Sharks don't choose not to kill. They just do it instinctively. They just kill. Hungry or not, they sense blood, they kill. They go in for the kill. They're not playing with it. Humans, we have the same thing. We can kill at will. We can kill multiples. We choose subconsciously not to do that. We choose to be humans. It's our human nature. We choose to do what's right. And say we choose to be humans. We are humans. We choose to do what's right as humans, is what I was trying to say. It's a faux pas. Is that what I'm saying? We have that in us. We all have that killer instinct. We suppress it. Some people suppress it to a point to where they don't even want other people to even explore the option, not explore the option to kill, but like wartime. What's going on in Ukraine, which I'm finna transition to in a minute. My fault is on this Will Smith thing. It's sad it happened. I don't feel sorry for Chris Rock. I seen a video of Chris Rock having a conversation with Jerry Seinfeld, Louis C.K., who's a comedian. He used to have a show on FX, and Ricky Gervais. And Louis C.K. was saying the N-word. Yeah. And Chris Rock was saying it's okay. And he was saying it over and over. And Jerry Seinfeld was like, I've never said that. I don't understand why y'all saying that. He wasn't with it. And Ricky Gervais said it too. And Chris Rock didn't check them dudes. You soft. Let me know. I have a lot of white friends. You know, I love everybody. You ain't never finna say that word around me. I'm gonna let you know that right now. You will never, ever, it will never be a time in history where you would ever say the N-word in my presence and I think it's okay, you don't get checked. I'm not gonna put my hands on you unless once I check you or tell you about it, you wanna get froggy. But in that one time in history, will you ever say that word around me and think it's okay? So that being said, that's who Chris Rock is. Chris Rock. People, if I'd have been Chris Rock, I'd have did this. You ain't Chris Rock. I knew Chris Rock wasn't going to do nothing. Y'all want to say shout out to him for handling professional? Yeah, I'm glad. I'm going to shout him out for doing it. I'm glad that he handled the professional. I'm glad that, he didn't mess up a Will Packer situation. Shout out to Will Packer, who's the producer of the Oscars. Black man. Did a lot of movies and stuff, But I'm not finna big him up because he held his composure and went on with the show. What y'all thought Chris Rock was going to do? Chris Rock is who he is. Chris Rock ain't tough. Chris Rock is Pookie from New Jack City. He was a bass head. He was smoking crack on New Jack City. Chris Rock on Saturday Night Live he wasn't tough. He always ran up under Adam Sandler. He was a lackey for Adam Sandler. Chris Rock is not who you think he is. He don't support black people. He ain't an OJ type. But Chris Rock ain't tough. Will Smith would have knocked him out. Now, people say Will Smith when he did that to a white man. Will Smith would have. At that point, at that time, anybody could have got it. Anybody could have got it. Now, if it had been Mike Tyson up there saying that, maybe he'd have thought about it. I believe he would have yelled from the seats. If that was Mike Tyson that said that about Jada, no, Mike Tyson ain't a comedian. Let me think about a tougher comedian. Who's a tougher comedian in the game? I don't know. I don't know no tough comedians, really. If Dave Chappelle, I think he would have tried Dave Chappelle, too. Dave Chappelle wouldn't have did that. But if it was Dave Chappelle, I think he would have tried Dave Chappelle. Eddie Murphy, if Eddie Murphy made that joke, he might have tried Eddie Murphy, too. How you been feeling up there? How you been doing? You got your style.